Hi there, welcome to Take a Bite Diabetes. My name is Alejandra Cordobes and I'm a registered dietitian and certified diabetes care and education specialist. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to insert your Tandem pump cartridge into the actual pump itself, okay? I have another video where I show you how to fill the cartridge, but once that's done, then this is how you insert the cartridge into the pump, okay? So the first thing you're gonna do obviously is light up your screen. Go ahead and press the 1, 2, 3 to unlock your screen. And you're gonna tap on options. On the second line, it says load. So go ahead and tap on load. And when you get to this section, you're gonna see that there's 3 steps. Change cartridge, fill tubing, fill cannula. All right, so these are the 3 steps we need to do to make sure our cartridge is inserted properly. So the first thing you're gonna do is go ahead and tap on change cartridge. And a message is gonna pop up. So the nice thing about this pump is when you get to this screen, as long as you follow all the prompts and you read what the screen is telling you to do, you really can't go wrong. What I tend to find is people kind of check mark, hit okay, and don't really do what's needed, and then you kind of end up backtracking later. Okay, so take your time. With time, this process is gonna become super, super easy, okay? So the first thing the pump is telling you to do is to make sure that the infusion set is disconnected from your body. Okay, so you never want to start this process connected to your pump. That can cause unintentional insulin delivery, which none of us usually want, okay? So go ahead and hit the check mark to go to the next screen. And on the next screen, it's going to say remove a cartridge and install a filled cartridge, okay? So let me just grab my little piece here. So if you don't have anything on the back of your pump, then you're gonna grab your cartridge and you're gonna lay it flat on the top. So on your pump, you see they have these little grooves here, and they have to line up with these little indentations on the cartridge itself. Okay, so if you grab the cartridge and try to jam it in here, it's not gonna be inserted properly. You wanna go lay it flat from the top, and then you're gonna slide it into the pump here. Okay, it's just an easy way to slide in. Once it's in all the way, you're gonna give it a hard click into place. Okay, so this should all line up nicely. You will see this little slot here. Okay, now let's say you're changing this for the second time, right? And you already have a cartridge in here. In your box of accessories, you've got this little keychain looking contraption. Okay, I thought it was a free gift from Tandem, which was pretty nice, but it actually has a purpose, okay? So what you're gonna do here is you're gonna grab your cartridge removal tool, is what it's called, and you're going to insert it into this little slot here, okay? So this is just a lever to help get this cartridge out of here, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slot it in. I like to slot it here on this side. A lot of people wanna put the tip here. It doesn't really help. Again, you're gonna slide it in just here. You're just fitting it in here like a key, and then you're gonna twist, okay? Just don't want this to go flying out. Okay, so once you twist, what it does, sometimes your cartridge will go flying out of your pump, and that's okay because you're gonna throw it away anyways, but otherwise it just loosens it so that you can safely go ahead and remove your cartridge, okay? So again, we took out the old cartridge. One more time, insert the new one, lay it flat, line it up with the grooves, push it in all the way, hard click into place. Okay, now on the top right-hand corner of your screen, you have a little lock in a blue box. You're gonna go ahead and tap on that. And then the pump's gonna ask you, is your cartridge properly installed? If it is, go ahead and do the check mark to go to the next screen, okay? Now on this screen, you're gonna see a bar. It goes from 0 to 100 on its own. Just think that the pump is doing a little check process to make sure everything's in place, okay? If this is your first time doing this, or if you don't have a case on your pump, this is a good time to go ahead and put it on since you're waiting anyways. So when you put your pump case on, you wanna make sure that the T on the top of your pump lines up with this T cut out here, okay? Then you're gonna grab this little pigtail end and you need to thread it through this hole on the side. Okay, so you're gonna thread this through and you're gonna insert the front end. And then at this point, this is like putting on a phone case, right? So you're literally jamming your pump in here, okay? Now, If you already have the case on and you're gonna change your cartridge, know that you can take out your cartridge with the case on. There's no need to take it out, okay? So in order to do that, you're gonna see on the bottom here, there's the little slot, it's open, and you would do the same thing, okay? You insert your cartridge removal tip, you twist, it's gonna kind of loosen the cartridge so you can take it out, okay? Again, insert it the same way. Now you wanna make sure if you have the case on, you see if I leave this here, it's not inserted all the way, even though it looks like it's in line with my case. So you wanna make sure, again, you always give it a hard click into place, and it'll kind of show you a little step down here. Okay, perfect. Now the next screen is gonna tell you, again, make sure the set is disconnected from your body. Again, this is an important step, and that's why they mention it twice. Then it says connect the tubing to your cartridge. So in this video, I'm not gonna get into the infusion set itself. I'll do another video for that. But what you're gonna do here is you're gonna grab the tubing from your infusion set. And again, these vary in how they're wrapped up from different kinds of infusion sets. That's why I wanna just stick to filling the tubing. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab this end of your tubing and you're gonna twist it on to this end of your cartridge. So you're gonna do a twist, twist, twist. You make sure it's tight, but this is as far as it goes. Everyone kind of wants this to merge completely here. If it looks like this, that's right. And again, you're just tightening. It doesn't really click or do anything else, okay? Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna do the check mark, and you're gonna see on your next screen, it says fill tubing, and there's the option to start. So go ahead and press start, okay? Depending on your sound settings, you might hear a series of beeps, you might just feel the pump vibrating, okay? What I like to do is I like to have the tubing face up initially. You'll be able to see the insulin coming through here, but this is a process that you don't really wanna stare at the tubing as it's being filled all the way. So what I tell people is just look at your pump screen. And when your screen displays about 10 units, right? Because the screen's gonna let you know when it's filled up about 10 units or how much insulin it's used to fill. And then as it starts filling and you get past the 10 units, then you wanna go ahead and look at the tip of your infusion set, okay? Once you see drops of insulin coming out at the end of the infusion set, then you can tell the pump to stop. So you're gonna have to go on your pump screen and tell your pump to stop. It does not know when the insulin's gotten to the end, okay? How much insulin it takes to fill the tubing varies on the tubing length. Usually the 23-inch tubing, which is the most common, usually takes between 11 to 13 units to fill. Okay, but in any case, you're not gonna tell the pump to stop until you see drops of insulin coming out at the end of your infusion set. This is the only way you know that all this tubing is filled with insulin, okay? Once you hit stop, then the pump is going to do another little system check. It's gonna detect the insulin, make sure everything is in place. And then your last step, which is filling the cannula, you're gonna do once your infusion set is on your body, okay? So once your infusion set is on your body, then you're gonna go ahead and connect the infusion set to the tubing, okay? And you're gonna tap on fill cannula. Again, depending on which cannula you're using, the fill amount will vary. So if you did your initial pump training, whatever you did on that initial training should be set there. If you're not sure, please look at the user manual to see how much you need depending on your cannula length, okay? If you have a 6mm cannula, it's 0.3 units. If you have a 9mm cannula, it's 0.5 units. If you have a 13mm cannula, it's gonna be 0.7 units, okay? If you're using the steel cannula, you're gonna skip the last step altogether because you do not need to fill the cannula on that, okay? Now, once the whole process has been done, it will take you to the site reminder, and here you'll be able to tell the pump, or the pump's gonna tell you when it's been 3 days and remind you in 3 days to change out your infusion set, okay? Once you're done with that, or you're okay with the time suggested, you're gonna do the blue check mark on the top right-hand corner of the pump. And then you're going to do another blue check mark on the whole load sequence. So that lets you know everything on the load sequence has been done. Once you check that off, the pump's gonna ask you if you wanna resume or restart your insulin. You're gonna check that off. And as long as you see a big little splash of water on your screen, then you know you've done everything correctly, okay? Now, on the top right-hand corner of your pump screen, it should display a fill estimate, okay? Now, this isn't super precise in the beginning, so you might see plus 60, plus 120, plus 180, or plus 240. Don't get caught up with the amount. Don't worry so much about the amount. Once you've delivered about 10 units of insulin, this number is going to recalculate and you'll get a more accurate count as to exactly how much insulin is in your cartridge. Okay? Again, I hope you found this video helpful. Feel free to subscribe, like, and please share this video with anyone you think might need extra help. Thank you.